Thank you to Monica.
So, what have you been up to? Like, I know you're not home right now, right?
Yeah, so more information on that. My aunt works for a moving company, and they just bought a new office down in California to expand their company. And so her boss is having her travel down to California to train the new hires on office procedures so that they can be self-sufficient and not have to rely on her to do everything for all three branches across the company. So it's supposed to be lowering her workload too. But she also has 3 pets. She has, a puppy that's under a year, a kitten that's under a year, and like an 8-year-old dog. So she is paying me to stay in her house while she is out of town, to take care of the 8-year-old dog and the year-old kitten. So, unfortunately, there's also really no place to set up like my PC or anything, and also my PC is like a huge rig, and I don't want to unplug everything and drag it to here. So I figure easiest solution is I have an art tablet, which I will be streaming artwork from over the next week or 2, maybe 3 or 4, depending on how long she's out of town. But I will be streaming art streams for the foreseeable future, and then joining you and Zach on your respective streams on Wednesdays.
Okay. Cool beans.
But yeah, that's pretty much what's been up with me. Only other thing is, for all the NBs who are watching right now, by the way, NB meaning non-binary people, Non-Binary Day of Visibility is coming up on July 14th, so...
Excellent.
Treat yourself right if you're a non-binary person. Love yourself. Celebrate the fact that, you're a non-binary person. If you know a non-binary person, celebrate them. Wish them a happy non-binary day. If you don't know what a non-binary person is, it's a great time to go and look that information up and learn all about non-binary people and how they have existed under the radar for the last 4,000 years. Much like everyone in the queer community. But some famous non-binary characters you might know. Double Trouble from She-Ra. And that's it. I'm kidding. So in mainstream media, that's the only non-binary character that's, really known, which is Double Trouble from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. They are, unfortunately, also a villain, or a morally ambiguous character, so not great representation, but hey, it's something. Other non-binary characters, if you are more into like the indie scene, is there's August from When the Night Comes. they are seen as non-binary. There's also the 2 new characters who I forget the names of in Errant Kingdom. And then, of course, there's Azra of the Arcana, for those who play that game. And I mean, we're working towards it. We're working towards getting more non-binary folk into the media and celebrating them and having them as part of the community. So yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Coco? What's been up with you?
On my end, I have been going into the office all this week to do a part of the job that requires a lot of printing, and the person who usually does that is on PTO, and very much deserves it. But yeah, there hasn't been too much new on my end. Trying to think. Yeah, not really. Ah! Marco's a toad!
Oh no! He's a blue toad! Oh no!
Aww! Aww! It's so cute!
That was adorable!
I hope that...
Is he still a toad? Yeah, he's still...
Well,
oh my god, he even has a portrait as a toad?
How do we fix this?
I'm trying to remember.
Can you still cast magic? Can you heal yourself? Alright, good.
Good question.
Someone please clip that if you can.
So you just cast Isuna or Maiden's Kiss on him, right?
Yeah, cast Isuna.
Okay. At least he was able to still use magic. Gee.
Yeah. That would have been troublesome.
Oh. Fun fact, the characters turned into a toad, rendering them unable to use items and magic, and considerably reducing their attack and defense. So they can still attack and defend, or rather, attack and run, but they're not supposed to be able to use magic or items, unless it's from the menu, apparently. Okay, I love this. So one of the status effects listed on the wiki is KO, aka dead. Character is dead and cannot act until cured. Duration permanent. Recovery, the spells Raise or Isuna level 6+, or Phoenix down or by visiting a sanctuary in town.
Wait,
so apparently you can...
Huh.
Yeah. So apparently, if a character passes out, you can use the spell Raise or Isuna, level 6, or Phoenix down to bring them back to life.
Interesting. I will have to test that out.
Petrify is another one to look out for, aka Stone.
Yeah.
That you need Isuna or a gold needle. Oh ho.
I thought you'd come, New. No matter. I am the Emperor now. Bow before me or be destroyed.
It's just like, hold on, y'all are just walking away. Brother, why must we fight?
Do you know who rules the world? No one does. Only power rules. I am the Emperor. I won't let go of that power. Out of my way. Slap him, Vap. Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, snap.
What's going on? I'm the Emperor now! You monster. I won't let you have the Empire. It's mine!
I see. Also, Vap's just hiding behind New. Empire. I'm above such child's play. I'm only interested in making this world a living hell. I think I'll start with you. Oh, snap.
Oh my god! Left, right, I'm paralyzed with indecision!
Everyone, on the hear you!
Richard.
Come, demon, death awaits thee!
Or me. Probably me.
Richard, no! Wyvern just goes, how? And puts us all in its mouth. Well. No, the Dark Knight? What happened?
The Emperor rose from the dead.
Richard, in order to save us...
Kia, let's fight together. Princess, let him side with the rebellion.
Okay, I'll let you be in charge of him.
Kia's just like, alright, creature of shit. I know, Vap.
Vap's like, no, let me kick his ass first. I mean, yeah. Gideon's a traitor. Kick his ass.
Pandemonium materialized as the Emperor rose from the dead. Oh, so... Okay. I guess Palamecia becomes Pandemonium, which is why I was like, huh?
Ah, that does explain a lot. Pandemonium is an ancient demon castle restored by the now undead Emperor. Legend says the only way to enter the Hellish Palace is through a portal called Jade.
The Emperor sold his soul to the devil.
We all know what happens when you do that.
The Sea of Jade lies around the thin strait east of Mysidia.
The sages of Mysidia may know more about this.
Somewhere near Kashuan, a portal to the other side is said to appear in a time such as this. Alright, well then...
So, somewhere between Mysidia and Kashuan.
Yeah, it's to the east of Mysidia. It should be indicated by a lake.
Vap says, I am the devil fool, so he should bend his knee to me. I can't believe you're the devil and the fool card at the same time. Amazing. I didn't know that was possible. Oh, wait. Wait, I did know that was possible because that's Lucio.
Don't insult Vap that way.
Ah. And now I realize why people go, you have a great villain laugh. Because of stuff like that. I mean, to be fair, I have a feeling I know why our normal game GM for like D&D and stuff asked me if I wanted to join his all villains game.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah. He has a game where basically he basically made up like this whole entire world and everything. He's really good at world building and making up like whole unique worlds of their own. But in this one, he has two current groups. One who is a group of heroes, and the other... That's right, the Vap card, aka the Tower and the Ten of Swords. But he has one group that is a group of heroes, and then the other group is a group of... Let's just call them morally ambiguous people, not exactly on the side of good. I think that's the best way to put it. And he, like, after a recent incident in one of our other games where my character had been enslaved mentally to an aboleth, which is an otherworldly monster that has the ability to telepathically communicate as well as take over a person's body and mind. I mean, yes, Pneumonica, adventurers, morally ambiguous people. Any standard D&D group, essentially. But in that game, my character had been brainwashed, essentially, and she was basically told to keep quiet about it and follow instructions when given. And so she ended up going off alone with one of the other teammates to go and take care of something because that teammate was like, okay, so obviously I'm not a great guy. I've been working for the Thieves Guild. And I may have done some bad stuff, but there's a guy who can help us defeat this world-ending evil, and I need help to do it. Except that, apparently, it turns out he took the one like, nobody else thought to come with us. Well, at least they thought maybe they should come with us, but then we convinced them, no, it's fine, we'll be fine, it's fine. And then it turned out that, my character betrayed the other player and trapped him, and I guess after that, John's just like, hey, you want to come be a villain? And I'm just like, sure?
Alright, we are in the Jade Passage. Let me see. From here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 chests that we do want to get.
Excellent. And Zach, trust me, I plan on joining. I just need to come up with a character because obviously I'm not going to use Arya because that would be a lot harder to do.
100 eyes.
I technically could use Arya, but then the problem with that is people, because there are people in both groups, both that and the game that I'm using Arya for elsewhere, people might get confused and then try to use out-of-game knowledge from other games to judge and attack Arya. Because it wouldn't be the first time that our group has used meta knowledge. Because, I mean, Arya is slightly based off of the evil queen from Once Upon a Time, so... all I'd have to do is change their story to be like, instead of running away from their mom, they didn't. And thus became a heartless enchantress. But then I'd have to come up with why are they, so hell-bent on hurting people, etc. Man, imagine being back in the late 80s, early 90s and seeing this game for the first time. Like, it would blow... this plot would absolutely blow your mind.
It would.
You would just be like, oh my god, not only is Kia alive, but he tried to become the Emperor, and then the Emperor came back from the dead?
Oh my god! Spoilers!
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's almost like we just went through that. No, Pneumatica, that's not the character I'm talking about, but I'm not surprised that people are using the name Arya a lot lately. A certain someone with a certain book series made into a TV series made it popular. Except, he never bothered to actually look into, like, the origin and the meaning and the usage of the name. Because what writer in their right mind actually does research? Oh wait, all of them. Every fanfic writer I know of always does their research. Just seems to be the mainstream writers that don't.
In all fairness, a lot of parents don't bother doing research before naming their children either.
Yeah. Or really thinking about, how other children might treat their children when they name their children things like XA smiley face JW11. It's pronounced Joshua. Sorry, I will never get over that.
I have heard about a lot, but I hadn't heard about that one.
Oh, you hadn't heard about that child? Wasn't that Elon Musk's child? Hold on.
I don't know.
Yeah. Elon Musk's child is X. The AE character, it's X space AE space A dash XII.
And that was somehow accepted?
Well, they changed the kid's name now, but they were saying it was pronounced Joshua. It's just like, how? How? I think it was Joshua. Let me double check. Apparently, the California regulations actually put a stop to that name. They forced them to change it.
Good.
Apparently, the AE character was supposed to be pronounced as Ash. So it was supposed to be XA12.
This is gonna be tough. Because I don't
But
want
yeah.
to use a lot of VAP's magic.
VAP, I mean, they wanted to... Because they wanted a unique name that nobody had ever thought of before, and they thought they were being clever. Like, that's what I'm thinking. They never really talked about it. I mean, I also know people who have named their kids Apple and Macintosh. Unironically. Like, honestly, this is just white people shit. Rogue. Legit, though. Legit. It's just like when you log into a website and you try and use the name that you've always used and it's taken. So now you've got to figure out another way to do it. But there's a character limitation, and also there is, you know, they don't allow special characters, numbers, or spaces.
Yeah, Q's gonna die.
Just a little bit. He's kind of weak.
It's fine, we can res him.
Yeah, now that we know how.
I mean, we always had life. I just didn't know that Yasuna could also do it.
Yep. Again, now that we know how. Like, there's a lot of things that are broken about this game. That's probably the most broken.
I don't know. I think the fact that you can just cancel out actions and still get experience for them is pretty broken.
That's true. Oh.
Actually, you know what?
Meow. I'm trying to get the kitten to meow and he won't meow. He's so big now. Like, I knew he was gonna be big because he's a Maine Coon. But he's only a year old, and not only is he as big as my cat, who is 13? Yeah, 13. But also, he's as heavy as her. He's gonna grow up and be 30 pounds. Oh, it's so fluffy. Alright, there you go, baby. I'm gonna put you back. Because you don't want to meow. He also has the squeakiest meow. Like, this cat doesn't know how to meow. He only knows how to squeak. So anytime you encounter him, he's just like, "Ah!" Am I being heard?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay. Coco's just intensely focused.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, Rogue. Just like Peppy. Except one instance is if you lock him out of a room, then he's just like, meow, meow, meow. Then he's just the babiest baby. But oh god. So the other thing about this is, the last time I house sat for my aunt, it was for almost 2 weeks, and like, I had left my cat at home to be taken care of by my parents. But granted, my cat lives downstairs, my parents generally live upstairs. So, even though they were checking on the cat and everything, like, she clearly wasn't too chill with me being gone. Because then she continued to hide from me for like 3 days after I'd come back. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna bring her with me this time. Gotta say, the results were not better. First of all, she spent the entire first day hiding. Second of all, when I finally came up at night, unfortunately it was with, the entourage of the dog and the other cat. And my cat was so mad at me that she even hissed and scratched at me. Which she has never done before. So, I was just like, okay, fine. The dog left and went downstairs. The kitten, after being hissed at so much, finally just left and went downstairs. So everybody here slept downstairs. I closed the door and just sat on the bed, watched some TV, drew some stuff on the computer. Finally, she came out and stopped being, outwardly pissy, but anytime I tried to touch her, she would growl and hiss at me. So, she mad. But she ate, she drank, she went to the bathroom. That's all I care about, is that she did body functions required to live.
Those are important.
Yeah. Because I was worried that if she didn't eat today, then I would have to take her back home tomorrow. Because it's more important for her to eat and, feel safe enough to do that kind of stuff than it is for her to not be scared of me.
Yeah.